On behalf of the entire campus community, welcome Co-College Class of 2024. One of my favorite parts of my job is that I get to kick off each fall by presenting you, the next class of Co-Hawks, to the Co-community. Typically, I'm standing on the stage of Sinclair Auditorium with every seat filled with faculty, staff, families, and you, our new students. But today is different and unique, just as each class that begins its journey at Co is different, and each one of you is unique. The one constant, year in and year out, since 1851, is the resilience of the people who make Co their home. But this class may have redefined resilience. Of course, you worked hard to get to this point, as have others before you, but the environment you navigated was quite different. And when your new home away from home was disrupted with a storm that brought winds in excess of 120 miles per hour, you showed your resiliency and your compassion by lending a hand. Every class leaves a mark on this college, and you're off to an incredible start. If these past few weeks are any indication of who you are as a class, our community is in great hands the next 4 years. In fact, there are 425 of you in this class, and you come from 280 cities, 20 states in the nation, and 8 different countries. You represent over 300 different high schools, and one of you traveled 8,000 miles to come to Co, while another traveled less than a mile. And some of you have chosen to make the home you grew up in your home away from Co for the fall term. This class has poets, state champion athletes, linguists, entrepreneurs, musicians, gamers, and social activists. And your interests and experiences go on and on. On behalf of the entire Co community, to all of you in the class of 2024, welcome. We can't wait to see you take on whatever challenges come your way, learn, grow, and succeed. And when you cross that stage on your graduation day, we will all be cheering you on to your next adventure, knowing you will always call Co home, no matter where life takes you.
Welcome to Co College. We're so glad you're all here. My name is Paula O'Loughlin, and I am the Provost and Dean of the Faculty at Co College. Many years ago, at some colleges, a person in my role would welcome the entering students and say rather gruffly, "Look to the right, look to the left. One of you won't be here when you graduate." We roll differently at Co. Members of the class of 2024 pledge to help each other succeed and to have each other's backs. Now, I want to share with you, members of the class of 2024, the gift of some of my wishes for you. I have lots, but since you and I both have lots on our minds these days, I'm going to share just 3. And then, since I am a fairy godmother provost, you and all the rest of us in the Co-College community will make these wishes happen. My first wish is that you allow yourself to be changed and challenged. If you don't do this, you'll miss one of the greatest benefits of this kind of learning environment. To be absolutely clear, I don't mean at all that I want you to be anyone other than yourself. What I am saying is to allow yourself to be changed because you're exposed to new ideas, new experiences, and new challenges. Be open to developing what I call a new set of listening skills, because as you learn, you listen to the world differently. You get changed because you think critically with a different eye or lens to what you thought before. You understand the complexities of issues, and then you use that new ability to listen and understand to make our world a better place. So try something you never have. Talk to people you never would have talked to in high school. Take a class with a great professor in a subject you never would have imagined studying. Lean into the world of Co and let it wash over you. And in this 4-year-long moment, breathe and let it happen. If you allow yourself to be changed, then you will attain my second wish for you, which is to write your own story. On the day you walk across that stage in 4 years, I want you to have written your own story as only you can. It's a story of academic curiosity and co-curricular leadership that will be unique to you. Do some research, act in a play, change a college policy, do a sit-in, learn an instrument, take organic chemistry and poetry together, and realize they're more similar than different. Realize the creativity in the study of science and the rigor in the study of texts. Play a sport you never played. There's no roadmap here, no how-to guide for writing this story. And as you are writing this story, my fervent hope is that it includes practicing both resilience and courage. When studies are done of successful people and what marks them versus others with similar profiles, it's not their overall brilliance that distinguishes them. Rather, what marks them from others with similar backgrounds is how they handled the moments when they faced challenges, adversity, and even failed at something for the first time. To use a sports metaphor, did they get up and get back in the game or on the field? The second thing is that they were courageous enough to ask for help when they needed it. So have courage and practice resilience. You're starting college and it's different than high school. How you study and how much is going to change. Getting a C if you never did before doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're playing in a different league, and you can rise to it or you cannot. I can promise you that some of the most successful and smartest people I know, even some of the co-college professors, have gotten C's, and they're all successful. So if you get knocked back and things are harder than you thought, don't give up. Look into yourself and look to the people next to you and say, I and we are going to do this. Any questions? And as you write your own story, the final requirement or hope in this wish is that 4 years from now, when I talk to you, your parents, and extended family at graduation, is that they say, I never knew she, he, they had it in him, her pronoun of choice. Not because they didn't know you were capable and amazing, and you are, but because you took a hold of Co's wonder and challenges and put the pieces together in a totally unique you way. Then you and I can smile and fist bump, and together we will know you wrote your own story. My third and final wish for you is that Co becomes home. Let's talk about the idea of home. Home is a place where you have each other's back. Home is also a place where you can be yourself. Home is where the sense of community is defined by those who call it home and not anything else. Home, it can be imperfect, but you care enough to challenge it and make it better. You will change us, and that is a good thing. We will change you, and that is a good thing too. One last point. Wishes don't come true on their own. They take a community having each other's backs. So welcome home. I want to close with a well-known saying in Hebrew, Im tirtzu einzo agada. The translation is, if you will it, it is no dream. Welcome home, class of 2024.